Hello hockey fans, this is King Ikibu coming to you live from the Montreal Forum. And of course, as you guessed it, Montreal, where today's game between the 1969-70 New York Rangers and the 1969-70 Montreal Canadiens. This game is to introduce you to Inside the Crease Hockey, which is a board game put into the computer. So it feels like real hockey, it feels like a board game, and if you like real hockey and if you like board games, or if you like both, then this game is for you. So we're going to pick up this game in the second period. We've had a flurry of scoring, as the score right now is New York 3, Montreal 2. Here's the scoring summary. First of all, Montreal opened the scoring at 2:21. Terry Harper from John Ferguson. Then they scored the second goal in a power play to make it 2-0. Serge Savard from Jacques Lemaire and Jean Beliveau at 11:11. Looked like the Rangers were going to go get blown out of the arena. But then they came alive on the power play. Billy Fairburn at 12:40 from Brad Park and Jean Rattel. And then they scored again on the power play. About a minute and a half later, Dave Ballin from Brad Park and Jean Rattel at 13:57. And then at 19:40, right before the end of the first period, Dave Ballin scored again from Walt Kachuk at 19:40. Shots on goal in that first period were New York 10, Montreal 7. In goal for New York is Eddie Giacomin, and for Montreal, Rogie Vachon. Right now we have a power play. Montreal's killing off to Serge Savard. Right after the goal, he took a penalty. So you can see the power play. So here's the power play. Dave Ballin, who has 2 goals already. At left wing, Jean Rattel. Center, Billy Fairburn, and right wing. Brad Park is left defense, and Arnie Brown is on right defense. For the penalty killing team, Jacques Lemaire and Henri Richard are the forwards, and Terry Harper and Jacques Lapierre are on defense. So like I said, 1 minute and 20 seconds left in Serge Savard's penalty. So to begin the game, you hit the FO button. It's not for what you might think it stands for. It stands for face off, and we'll determine who gets the face off. So we'll just play this game, and as we go, every time, how the time expires or passes is every time there's a pass, it goes down 20 seconds. So if you have shot, rebound, shot, rebound, shot, rebound, if you can sustain that, time could stand still until there's a pass, this pass button. You'll see what I mean in a second. So we're going to have a face-off. So it's between Henri Richard, who's the high. There's 2 centers on Montreal right now, Lemaire and Henri Richard. But Henri Richard takes the face-off. He's the higher number 8 against Jean Rattel. Then it says +1 left wing V. So if they were not the same, the lower team would get +1. If it was Jacques Lemaire versus Rattel, then Lemaire would have 6 instead of 5, which still would not win the face-off. But because it's a tie, you ignore all this and you look at the V. So the visiting team gets the face-off, which are the Rangers. So Ballin gets the pass. So you see 20 seconds were ticked off the clock. Now we look at takeaway. But the center is not on the ice right now. He's in the penalty box. Well, that's the position in the penalty box. So there's no takeaway. So it goes directly to Arnie Brown. And you look at 17. So you compare the power play 17. So we have a shot on goal. And quality of shots on goal are rated from 0 to 5. 0, you don't even have a chance of scoring. They're basically shots from the blue line that aren't very hard. And they go to SH5, which is the highest quality shot. So right now, Arnie Brown has a just slightly above bad shot. So we're going to click that, and then it gives us a shot number. Now sometimes most of the time there's something in here, a defensive chance to block the shot or something, or send it wide. But here there's nothing on the defense, so we go right to the goaltender, look for 76, and push held, and Rogie Vachon makes the save, and there's another face-off. So, and now there's 1 minute left in Savard's penalty. So this time there's no plus anything, so we just look. A tie again. The visiting team gets the puck. This time Brad Park gets it. Now, it's a forced dump in if left wing defense is equal to or greater than 2. It is. But because we're on the power play, the rules say that we just click pass. As you can see here, if the dump in forced pass by the shorthanded team, that's one of the advantages of being on the power play. You don't have to force dump in. So we just pass it, but 20 seconds come off the clock. Then we check the takeaway equals 7. It doesn't. Richard is only a 4. So we have a pass to 5. It goes to Brad Park, and it's a very high quality shot. So SH4. Now, you can see here a 23. It is not a goal, but if it was a highest quality shot, it would have been in the net. But it's a second highest, so instead we have a rebound. So Vachon makes the save, a very good save, but he leaves a fat, juicy rebound. So in this case, a rebound comes up. Brad Park, who just shot the puck, is pinching in, and he gets his own rebound, and this time it's a 3, which makes it the highest quality shot. So this is a very good chance. Basically, anything 1 to 25 is in the net. Now, here it says wide shot if defense left wing equals less or equal to 5. And in Lemaire, because he was a great defensive player, he gets in front of that shot and forces, he doesn't block it, but he just gets in the way so that the shot goes wide. Now, the shot was 38, so it wouldn't have been a goal, but it would have been another rebound. But Lemaire makes the play, so he hit this. So not only Lemaire forces it wide, but he gets the loose puck. Then, now Arnie Brown has a chance to take it away, but he doesn't have high enough hit. He would have hit Lemaire and made a loose puck, but he didn't have a high enough hit, so Lemaire still has the puck, and it's left wing 4. So he goes down, and he gets an excellent shot on the short-handed. So he takes it, goes all the way down the ice, takes an excellent shot. Now it says force shot if defense right wing is greater than or equal to 1. And Billy Fairburn pinches back, he back checks, and he forces a sure goal. Levin would be in the net, but because he came back and back checked, he forced the shot. So now we have a loose puck between Terry Harper and Billy Fairburn, and it is a tie. Now the advantage of being the home team is that you get the loose pucks if it's a tie. So Terry Harper on the shorthanded team gets the loose puck, and the penalty's over. So they kill off the penalty to Serge Savard, but lots happen there. So we will go. I think it's just temporary. Now the shifts are 2 minutes each. I know that's not today's hockey, but for the sake of this game, the shifts are 2 minutes each. So we only have 20 seconds left in the shift. That's why I can play all the number 1 guys who basically were on the ice already. Now we check penalty. Now the penalty, if left defense penalty is 7 and it's not, it's a 3. So there's no penalty on the play. So we continue on. So Bobby Rousseau passes it. And now we change lines. So we go, I just put the second line on the ice. Takeaway 3, nope, 28. So Beliveau passes it to 26. He's passing it to Ted Harris. Fairburn could force a dump in if he was higher defense, but he's not, so no force. And then Ted Harris passes. He knows the time is ticking off. This time force dump in if Rod Sealing is a 6, and he is. So he forces it in. Now we have a puck battle. This time offensive right wing versus Jim Nielsen, the left defense. He gets +4, so he gets the puck. But then Cornway takes it away. Passes it to Terry Harper. There's a penalty check. It's 5. Kachuk is 2, so the pass goes over to Harper. He shoots, and he gets a weak shot away. That's easily handled by Giacomin, who gives it to Fairburn, who passes off. but Beliveau takes it away. Now we're at the 16-minute mark. The third line comes on, and we have a penalty check. So this time, it's a delayed penalty because the number is 2, and Lapierre has a chance of a shot on goal. So if it's a shot on goal or an assist, you have a delayed penalty. So you click on Al Hamilton. That tells you there's a delayed penalty. You resolve the plays. SH2, Lapierre shoots, and he has a Giacomin makes a great save. The play does not end yet because we have to resolve the rebound, which is Orland Kurtenbach gets, and now the whistle blows and we have to check Al Hamilton's penalty. So we will do that. So this time Al Hamilton, who gets a 26 plus opposition, and the opposition is Backstrom. So because it's not greater than 37, there is a penalty, but fortunately for the Rangers, Backstrom also takes the penalty because it's plus op. So Hamilton, now here it says possible misconduct 4. His misconduct is a 2. So if this would have been a 2, he would have also a misconduct. But it's over 2 with a 4, so he just gets the hooking penalty. And then we have to check Backstrom. He gets a hooking penalty. He doesn't have a misconduct rating, so they both get hooking penalties. So we have the third line. We're going to put the fourth line on just to make sure that Hamilton and Backstrom are not on the ice, because we have to change defense too. So here's a line for 2 minutes, incidental penalties. Face off. So it's plus 3, but they're tied, so you ignore that. Goes to left wing visitors. We check interception. If these 2 plus equals 10, it's only 4. So pass. Take away 8. Nope. 38. So here's an AST. AST means that Arnie Brown makes an excellent pass to somebody. It can be anybody but himself. So you notice here this turns green and this turns yellow. That means if this would have been green, it would have went to the yellow, because you can't make an excellent pass to yourself. But in this case, it is to Juha Whiting. So it goes to 30 is SH1. He takes the shot, but it's blocked by Serge Savard. Gobbled up by Marshall. Taken away by Lapierre. It goes to 10. Shot. It is not blocked. So Mahavlich takes the shot, not blocked. 40. Rebound. A puck battle between Brown and Savard, won by Brown. And we have a line change. 1, 2, 1, 2. So here's the interceptions 5. We have a 5. Henri Richard steals it. He passes it. He's an excellent pass to Rousseau. To 9, who is Ted Harris, who shoots. It is blocked. No, it's sent wide by Ted. It is won by Nielsen, and the penalty's over. Penalty over. So we'll just keep these guys on the ice until the next line change. 7. The number's only 5. The numbers in brackets mean when they're on penalty killing, that's their defense. But when they're even strength, it's the number outside the brackets. And so there's no interception. It goes to 27. Nielsen passes it to the centerman. It is not taken away, so Rattel has an excellent opportunity, but it goes to the defenseman instead of the left winger. But he gets a shot away, but it's weak, and it is saved. Given to Rousseau. Let's go a little faster now. No loose puck. 19. Pass. No takeaway. Pass. And line change. 2, 3, 2, 3. Takeaway. No. 30. Pass. Interception. No. Pass. Penalty. No. 36. Pass. Time is ticking off. Takeaway. No. 24. Pass. Force in, yes. Kachuk forces it in. The goalie recovers it, gives it to Hamilton. Ferguson takes it away. 3, 1. Loose puck. Arnie Brown hits. The Redman picks up the puck. Arnie takes it away again. Penalty. but it's an excellent shot to Bob Nevin, who shoots. And he scores. Bob Nevin scores for the Rangers. They make it 4-2. So 4 unanswered goals for the Rangers, and they now lead it 4-2. Let's see who gets the assists. Oh, that's not the one I checked. This one, the play-by-play. I go down here. It's a takeaway by Arnie Brown. So, and then it goes to Bob Nevin. So Arnie Brown gets an assist, and Orland Kurtenbach gets an assist. So the official scoring play: Bob Nevin from Arnie Brown and Orland Kurtenbach at 10:47 of the second period. So it is now 4-2. We don't change lines, just keep going. Okay, so here's the first time when the face-up numbers are different. Because it's +4, Kurtenbach really has a 9, Backstrom 6. So even though it says H for home, he wins the face-off. And then we have a penalty check, 2, no, penalty, pass. Forced dump in, no, 12, pass. Interception, 1 away, nope, pass. And we're going to change lines again, go to number 1 and 2. I usually give the fourth line 1 shift a period, and they have theirs already. So 37, pass. Interception, no, 26. Penalty check, no. Here's a resealing with an excellent pass over to Nielsen, who shoots. And it's sent wide by Henri Richard. Puck battle. Henri Richard gets it. No forced dump in. 21 pass. Takeaway by Rattel. Passes it over to Gerard Gilbert, who shoots. And it's saved and held on by Vachon. Shots on goal in this period are 5-3 New York. And the total is 15-10. Montreal came out blazing, but they have not done anything since they scored their second goal. Here's the face-off. Goes to the visiting left winger. And we have a line change. 2-3-2-3. Interception. Here's it. Ballon, who has scored 2 goals. He makes an excellent pass over to Fairburn, who shoots. And it's saved by Vachon. Kachuk gets the face-off. No interception. 19. Pass. No interception. Pass to Larry Brown. Passes it over. Oh, it's Ferguson. Hits and takes it away. Puck battle. Offensive. Kachuk gets the pass. And Ferguson hits him again. And Beliveau gets it this time. No interception. 16. Oh, an excellent shot. 3, but it's a low quality position, and it's a rebound. Puck battle. Now, in this case, if this was 6-6, Tremblay would get a shot, an excellent scoring opportunity, but because Ballon is better on loose puck, he gets it, and now we have a line change. Third line, first defense. Interception by Savard. Check for any 20 penalties. None exist. 34. Pass to Laperriere. Kurtenbach gets the hit. And Lemieux gets the rebound. Loose puck. Savard hits. Takes it away. And Laperriere gets the loose puck. Takeaway by Brad Park. Interception by Savard. 2 minutes left in the second period. 4-2 New York. Penalty. No. 34. Excellent pass Lemaire to 24. Richard shoots. Not blocked, but it's a poor shot. Saved by Giacomin. Pass. And it's Harper hits. Puck battle. It's defense, so Lemaire gets it. And it's not intercepted. Pass to Harper. This time it is intercepted. Rattel. 34. Assist. Over to 39. Shot. 88. Saved. Harper. Harper passes it over to Ted Harris, who passes it. Nice pass over to Bobby Rousseau, who shoots. Scores! Bobby Rousseau makes it 4-3 with 20 seconds left in the second period. And they always talk about, announcers, about those devastating goals in the last minute of a period. And let's see who gets the assists. So we have Ted Harris will definitely get one of the assists. And so we'll give it to Ted Harris, and he can't assist his own goal. So just one assist on that play. Bobby Rousseau from Ted Harris at 19:45 that gives Montreal life. Now this is, I think, Montreal's third game of the season, and they have not won yet. They are the defending Stanley Cup champions of 1968-69, and they've lost their first two, including the first game of the year against the last place Los Angeles Kings in Montreal. So that was a devastating loss for Montreal. So we'll just go on with the last play of the period. Right wing visitor. So that's Gilbert. It is intercepted by Harris. And the end of the period. So, shots on goal in the second period. New York 7, Montreal 6. Scoring summary, Bob Nevin from Brown and Kurtenbach at 10:47. Bobby Rousseau from Ted Harris at 19:45. 4-3 New York. So we'll get the third period underway. Visitor. Loose puck. Savard. Puck battle. Offensive. He's on the offense, so Rousseau gets +2. He gets the loose puck. Intercepted? No. 30. Pass. Hadfield does not force it in. It goes, and here's Laperriere with an excellent pass over to Rousseau, who scored already. He shoots again. Just missed. Rebound. Defensive. Hadfield picks up the loose puck, but it's taken away by Laperriere. Park hits him. And Arnie Brown, his defensive partner, picks up the loose puck, and we have a line change. 2 minutes goes by very fast. Forced dump in by Beliveau. Puck battle. Beliveau versus Kachuk. And Beliveau is defense, so he gets it. Takeaway by Sealing. Loose puck, no. Pass. Shot. 77. And it's held by Vachon. Shots on goal, 18 for New York, 14 for Montreal. Face-off. +1 right wing, so even though he's less, he got the +1, and the face-off goes to Fairburn. No interception. 23. Pass. Forced dump in. No. 36. Fairburn passes over to Nielsen, who shoots. 19. Saved by Vachon. Rebound. Harper gets the loose puck, and we have a penalty check. Anybody 12? Nope. 26. Pass. And we have a line change. The third line comes on the ice. No penalty. 32. Provo. Penalty check. Kurtenbach. 28. So there's no delayed penalty. We check it right away because it was a pass. Kurtenbach. It's a goalie penalty. 29. And it's not a 1. So there's no penalty on Giacomin. He maybe had 1 or 6 minutes all year, so that doesn't qualify. So we just go to the face-off. So KO high. That means Backstrom gets knocked out of the face-off circle. So nobody is... They're all zeros. So Kurtenbach definitely has the advantage. He's already knocked out. But it's +9, so Montreal gets the face-off. Laperriere. 31. They need to get something. It's 15-20. We will put 3-4 checkers on at about 10 minutes. That has a lot more offense, but a lot worse defense. So Montreal will be going all out for the tying goal at that point. 31. He passes. No interception. 19. Shot. Wide shot of 3, but it's 2. 8. Excellent shot. Rebound. Neville gets the rebound. Loose puck, no. 28. Pass. Penalty check. 11. It's going to be a giveaway, so we check it now. So that penalty saved a possible breakaway for New York. Here's the check. Another goalie penalty. Vachon didn't take a penalty all year, so there's no penalty. Face off. Won by New York. Goes to Al Hamilton. And now we have a line change. We'll give the fourth line a shot here. So is there a penalty of anybody? 16? No. 34. Pass. Marshall. No interception. 32. Pass. Loose puck? No. 39. Arnie Brown makes an excellent pass over to Ron Stewart, who shoots. 61. Vachon makes a save and hangs on. 13:20 left in the third period. 4-3 New York. And it's tied, so it goes to the home team. Mahavlich gets the face-off. Takeaway by Arnie Brown. Forced in. 14 pass. Dump in, no. 21 pass. And we have the line change. 1, 2, 1, 2. Takeaway 5. No. 29 pass. Loose puck. Henri Richard hits. Puck battle. Offense +3. So Nielsen gets it. Interception 6. No, it's 5. 31 pass. Forced dump in by Harper. Puck battle. Offense. So this time it's Henri Richard gets the loose puck. It's taken away by Rattel. It's taken away again by a hit by Richard. Fierce action here in the third period. The offense 5, so Harper gets the loose puck, and we have a line change. Second line comes on, and the third defense. No forced dump in. 24 pass. Okay, so we said we're going to go to 3 forecheckers now for Montreal. There's 9:40 left. Forced dump in 7. No, 17. It is our first giveaway of the game. Excellently played game so far. But here's the giveaway. Could be a breakaway. It says no breakaway for right wing. Fairburn passes. Anybody with a 20? Ferguson is close. 9, I guess. Close as you can get. Or close as I've seen. You don't see too many 20s. So I guess Dave Semenko and Nick Fotillo probably would have 20s, but that's about it. Pass. Hamilton. I don't think they were in the NHL yet in 1969. In fact, I know they weren't. Okay, we have a penalty check here. And it's a pass, so we will check it right now. Ferguson, 36. Just, if it was 37, there would have been no penalty. But he is a 36. And it's a possible misconduct, but he doesn't have a number after, so he gets the penalty. 2 minutes to John Ferguson for hooking. That hurts Montreal's offensive chance. So we go on the power play. Ballin, Rattel, and Fairburn for New York. Lemaire and Richard. Park, Brown, Harper, Lapierre. Visitors get the face off. Ballin. And it's intercepted by Lemaire. They ice it down. They ice it down the ice. Change lines. Ignore that. Okay, hit. Harper hits him. And now we have a puck battle. It is Lapierre gets it. So they're killing the penalty very well. Forced dump in. They just ice it. Interception. Lapierre. Loose puck. Hit on Ballin. Offensive left wing. Lemaire gets the loose puck and the penalty's over just like that. Montreal, excellent penalty killing there. So we'll put the second line on. 6:40 left. Make sure the forechecking is on. Okay, so here's our first forechecking. If forechecking 3 and pass, then instead of a pass it'll be an assist, but it's not. It's a 12, which is a shot, and it's a weak shot, and it's saved by Giacomin. It's to Sealing. Take away 6, 38. Here's an excellent pass by Sealing. Over to Nielsen, 22, shot, rebound, offense. So Nielsen gets the rebound, 26. He takes another shot, and that's a weak one. And it's held by Vachon. 6:20 left. Montreal needs to get the puck. Knock out the high guy. That's Beliveau. He's not in the face-off circle. So that means Sealing gets the face-off. And we have a line change. Third line's coming out. Interception 10, 4. Shot, 67. Saved by Vachon. 6 minutes left in the third period. 4-3 New York. Knock out the visitor this time. So Provo gets the face-off. But it's hit by Hamilton. Defense gets the puck. Hamilton. Force it in. No. 40. Here's Larry Brown with an excellent pass. Over to Lemieux, who shoots. And it's a rebound. Puck battle offense. So Lapierre gets the puck battle. 16 or 11. No. 16 goes to Mickey Redmond. He shoots. 61. And it's saved by Giacomin, and he hangs on. Plays it safe. 5 minutes left in the third period. We can pull our goalie sometime after when there's 80 seconds left. So that's a minute 20. So face off. Left defense, won by Montreal. That's Laperriere. Interception 10, no. It goes to J.C. Tremblay. Penalty. So we have a delayed penalty on Réal Lemieux. And there's assist. Tremblay's going to make an excellent pass to Backstrom, who shoots. And it's forced wide. And let's check the penalty now. So the penalty, Réal Lemieux, 26. And the misconduct is 34. If it would have been 2, he would have a misconduct. But he closed his hand on the puck. So Lemieux is in the penalty box, and Montreal power play. It's coming on, and that's exactly what they need. So who should we put in to kill this penalty? How about him? He doesn't get much ice time. Okay, so for the power play, Beliveau, Lemaire, and Yvon Cornway. We haven't even called his name yet today. Serge Savard and Laperriere. And here's the penalty killing team. Kurtenbach, Whiting, Park, and Brown. 4 minutes 20 seconds left. Here's the face-off. Knocked out the home. But because we have a backup, he's still okay. But we're tied now. So the home team gets it. Cornway. Ignore the change lines. Takeaway, no. 27. This is the advantage of having excellent power play specialists, because a 27 usually is way down here. But look, he gets an excellent shot. 22 just misses a goal. The defensive center gets it, but there is no defensive center, so Beliveau gets a loose puck. Interception, no. 35. There's an assist. 37. Goes to Beliveau, shoots. A poor shot. And it's saved by... He's not supposed to be on the ice. Didn't we take him off? Okay, I think it was Whiting. I think when I clicked the PK1, he came back. But he's in the penalty box, so he can't be back. He gets to Brad Park. And he ices it. Whiting ices it down the ice. Forced dump in. But because it's forced, we just click pass. Cornway. Excellent pass to Lemaire. Shoots. Oh, 57. It is saved by Giacomin. 20 seconds left in the penalty to Lemieux. 2 minutes 40 seconds left in the game. And there's 1969-70. They had no overtime or shootout. Here's the face-off. +9. So that goes to New York. They get the face-off. Intercepted 8. No. Park ices it, and the penalty is over. So 2 minutes left. I think number 1 team was on the ice, so put the number 2 team. Forced dump in, no. 33. Pass. Interception, no. 29. Okay, now we can pull the goalie. So Vachon is coming out. Pull the goalie and select our extra skater. We got Cornway, Beliveau, and Ferguson now, so we will bring in... Mickey Redmond's a pretty good sniper. Let's bring in Mickey Redmond. Okay, so forced dump in. Nielsen forces it in. All important puck battle with 1:20 left. Offensive left wing. So Sealing gets the loose puck. No interception. 15. And they ice it. Now, it's treated like a power play, but if that was true, it would be a face-off. One little thing with this game, but we'll play on. Beliveau has an excellent pass over to Cornway. 27 shot. Scores! Yvon Cornway scores with 40 seconds left. And the score is 4-4. Then we'll see the assists. Beliveau definitely gets an assist on that one. And that's it. You can't have 2 assists. So the scoring play with less than a minute to go. Yvon Cornway from Jean Beliveau at 1930. So we put remove extra skater. Vachon comes back in to the net. Face off. See if someone can score in the last 40 seconds. Center, Beliveau gets it. Pass to 29, not taken away. To Harper. Forced dump in, Sealing. Goalie recovers. And the end of the game. The game is over. First star, Dave Ballin of New York with his 2 goals. And he had 2 takeaways, 1 hit, and a plus. No, it looks like a -1. So our first star had a -1. Second star, Brad Park, 2 assists, 2 shots on goal, 2 takeaways, 1 hit, 1 forced wide, and a +1. And our third star, Jean Beliveau, with 2 assists, 3 shots on goal, 1 takeaway, and a +1. So that's the Inside the Crease Hockey. Now we save our... want to save the game stats, of course. So our main menu... oh, no. Well, so the shots on goal, 24-21 New York. So this was King Ikiboo coming to you live from the Montreal Forum, where I say we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.